Okay. My name is Evelyn, and I'm going to be talking about the impact that plastic bags have on California. I bring up this topic because during this time last year, a bill was passed by Governor Brown that plastic bags were going to be forbidden from being given out at convenience stores, pharmacies, liquor stores, and grocery stores. However, the plastic bag manufacturing industry managed to gather enough signatures to qualify for a November 2016 referendum where voters will be able to either uphold or overturn the bill. So today I'm going to propose that plastic bags have an overall negative impact on California. First, because plastic bags are detrimental to the environment. Second, plastic bags harm the economy. And third, because plastic bags deplete our natural resources. So first off, plastic bags are detrimental to the environment. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, also known as the EPA, states that plastic bags can take up to 1,000 years to decompose, if at all. This slow inability to decompose, along with the high frequency use of plastic bags, makes for a lot of pollution. So studies from the state's environmental group called Environment California show that Californians throw up to 123,000 tons of plastic bags each year. 1 million of those bags end up in San Francisco Bay alone. Furthermore, plastic bags are a direct threat to marine animals and wildlife. A study of over 370 leatherback sea turtle autopsies made by a marine biologist named Michael C. James found that 1 in 3 turtles had plastic in their stomachs, and the majority of that plastic ended up being from plastic bags. So this is really bad because even when an animal dies, the plastic is still there, so the animal might decompose, but the plastic re-enters the environment and continues to pollute. My second claim is that plastic bags harm the economy. The California Integrated Waste Management Board estimates that less than 5% of plastic bags are actually recycled. This is because, unlike popular belief, the bags were never actually designed to be recycled, at least not in the regular recycling centers. They're meant to be shipped at really specific recycling centers. The board states that plastic bags actually cost municipal recycling programs millions each year, when bags jam sorting equipment at recycling facilities. The city of San Jose alone spends about $1 million per year on work stoppages and jams made by bags specifically. Furthermore, the California Integrated Waste Management Board also states that California taxpayers spend approximately $25 million per year to collect and landfill plastic bags specifically. Also, costs for state-funded litter prevention and cleanups are rising. It's estimated that 19% of all storm drain litter in LA County is accounted for by plastic bags. 19% might not seem like a high number, but cleaning up the drains from trash has cost California taxpayers almost $2 billion within the past 20 years, so it adds up. My third and final claim is that plastic bags deplete our natural resources. As many of you guys might know, fossil fuels are in short supply. Just last year, the U.S. Energy Information Administration stated that the global supply of crude oil, liquid hydrocarbons, and biofuels are only certain to meet the world's demand for the next 25 years. Production of plastic bag uses a large amount of these fossil fuels. In fact, it takes about 4.3 billion gallons of oil to produce 1 trillion plastic bags. To place this into perspective, the Australian government made some tests that claimed a car could drive 36 feet with the amount of petroleum used to make 1 single plastic bag. In conclusion, I would like to restate that plastic bags have an overall negative impact on the environment. Not only are they detrimental to the environment, they have an overall negative impact on California. Not only are they detrimental to the environment, but they also harm the economy and deplete our natural resources.
All right, Evelyn, you identify the topic very clearly. There's a good reason to be talking about it because it's on the ballot next year. I like that. There's an excellent preview of what the supporting structure is going to be, and you talk about those points as you get to them in the body of the speech. So the signposting in the body of the speech is clear and easy to follow. The information on the individual points, you usually cite the sources very thoroughly. I appreciated that. Some of the information, I think, perhaps is a little... Well, pushing it in, interestingly enough, I'm thinking, wow, a car can drive 36 feet on a plastic bag. And I'm going, I know how to recycle my plastic bags now. I'm going to stick them in my gas tank, apparently. You know, although that probably won't get me very far, I'm afraid. You know, but, you know, I know the idea is to kind of give it a perspective on that. I just don't know how significant the amount of plastic, like you mentioned, 4.3 billion gallons in order to produce 1 trillion plastic bags. Well, 1 trillion plastic bags is a lot. I don't know how much we use every year. Trillion? You know, is that annual use? Is that 10-year use? If it's 4.3 billion gallons, and by the way, what percentage of our total consumption of fossil fuels is that? I think that's another one of those things that would need to be clarified in this context. I thought the stronger argument that you had was the middle argument about pollution issues, where you were talking about the sea life and the fact that it ends up in the environment and creates problems and litter. You've got some good examples there that work pretty well. The idea, excuse me, that's the economy argument. That was the first point, was the environmental issue. I thought that was the stronger point. The economy issue, there's some stuff about how much it costs to clean this stuff up. I don't know what the total costs, again, of any kind of cleanup are, so it's a little bit hard to, you say we spend $25 million on these sorts of things. I'm going, well, is that a lot? I don't know. I don't have anything for comparison purposes, so that would strengthen that a little bit. But it was very nicely presented, and like I said, I thought you did a good job citing the evidence that you presented, and it's well organized and easy to follow. Thank you.